What's going on, guys? Welcome to Fees on Butter, brought to you by Upfront and Personal.
That's
Your
right.
gang is in the building. You know what we do with anytime we come, on your airwaves. Get me, the vibes. ABA Kings here.
Madichi, as always, so good to be here. How are you?
I'm still going through the hazard we're going
Everybody's
going through the hassle of no cash and all that. And
know.
the court just ruled that we can start using the old currency back again till I think 31st of December.
Yeah.
So if you have old cash, how about you bring it out right now?
How would people still have old cash? Some people have discarded their old cash.
Guess what? One of my neighbors found out that she had like this, piggy box. This,
wow.
This, what we call polo.
Yes,
somewhere, and she had forgotten it, and she had about 12,000 naira cash inside. I had like
notes.
500 naira, 200 naira, and a couple of 1,000 naira notes. And I said, look at you now. Who's balling? You get me? Welcome to the show today. Yesterday was International Women's Day.
That's right.
And we just still want to use this opportunity to say that we celebrate every woman out there. And I have to say this, all right, guys. The world will be boring without women.
Definitely.
Because all the drama.
I'm actually happy that AB just admitted that. That's coming from AB. Yo!
It's the truth. It's the truth. I just have to admit it. The world will be very boring without women. And women are a lot of drama and, stress and all that. But hey, we still have to admit that. No matter how we run away from them, we still run back to them. Get me? That's what's up. All right, guys, don't move from us. We'll be right back after the short break. Stay with us.
One Africa Global Foods is here to cater to all your food needs. From your African foodstuffs like Indomie instant noodles, fresh palm oil, beverages like Amstel Malta, Maltina, One African Global Food got you. Sister Precious, it's high time to stop that embarrassment begging people to bring African food for you when you can get it in the city that you find yourself. Go to One Africa Global Foods right now and get all your authentic African local foodstuffs. Whether you are in USA, Canada, Dubai, anywhere, all those foods you want to cook, vegetable soup, you need palm oil to do it, afang, everything. You don't need to let people be muting you on WhatsApp. Sister Precious, no more embarrassment again. Now it's time to order all your African local foodstuffs. They will bring it to you wherever you are, to your doorsteps. You hear me? Go to One Africa Global Foods right now. We're here and happy shopping. Mutane na duk inda kuke, One Africa Global Foods muna zuwa. Mes amis francophones, je sais que tout le monde va être content parce que maintenant toute la nourriture africaine est là. Views Unpotted.
Welcome back to the show. Today we would be talking about the importance of educating male children also about menstruation. Sounds
cringy.
Well, I would not say cringy. So here's the thing, all right. I saw a video recently where a young married couple, actually the wife in particular, was actually educating 3 of her kids. She had 2 daughters and 1 son. And on below, I saw the caption. The son was about 8 years old. Our first daughter was about 13, and the second daughter was about 6 thereabout, and she was educating the 3 of them about menstruation and the expectancy, especially for our daughters, that you would soon be having this, so get prepared. And people were like, I like the fact that the guy, that's the male child,
was
also present while she was educating them. So today we want to talk about the importance of also of educating not just your female children that are young, but also your male children. I want to start off by saying that one time there was this thread that I read on Twitter where I understood that these are things that the society in general needs to pay attention to and not allow people to find out from the perspective of it's just a feminine thing, it's just it's cringy, it's dirty, it's disgusting, and stuff like that. So I began to also pay attention, and that kind of gave me some personal interest to understand that, okay, so what is it about menstruation that make people to feel like, this is some, when you hear or you see menstruation or you think about it, that why do people feel like it's some sort of dirty or cringy kind of occurrence or something that is happening? And so out of personal interest and curiosity, I began to read about menstruation to understand that, this is just a normal blood flow. It's just like you're bleeding through your nose. It's just, the body is just rejecting something that didn't get to, was going to get fertilized. It didn't use it
to become a
do you
baby.
Do you understand? So the body is just, we're no longer using it. I'm going to recreate another one. So let's let this go and all that. So we shouldn't just see it as, it's just a woman thing. And And also, I'm really grateful for the kind of secondary school I went to, because they kind of made us understand that, when you see a lady, all right, stained, how do you approach? How do you help out? How do you make her not feel uncomfortable and stuff like? So I feel like when we educate male children before they grow up to become like, teenagers, and before they grow up to become young adults and full-grown adults, they understand that there's also a role that the men or the guys have to play in not making women, in their menstrual period feel
like it's an abomination.
Like it's an abomination, or it's something that is dirty, or feel something like it's cringy and stuff like that. Do you understand?
Yes, I kind of liked what you said. I mean, a lot of times people always feel like the male child should be educated based on the formal education. Yeah. But there are some things we need to educate about, especially, I mean, apart from menstruation, we have gender rules. Yeah. Or a guy has to learn how to sweep the house, learn how to arrange the bed, learn how to wash plates, learn how to cook. Because we see some I don't want to say half-baked guys. They get into marriage and all they expect is, okay, you must submit to me as a wife. I wasn't trained, I wasn't wired to be like this and all of that. So back to menstruation, we've seen instances in secondary schools where you see like girls being mocked about menstruating.
Or people laugh.
There was even a tweet I saw of a lady who said she came back from break. She saw what's it called? I don't know what they put, but inside her book she saw something, a white substance with blood in it. So they're kind of making jest of her. And guess what? She's actually menstruating that day. That was mockery. Okay. Because you feel like, this person can't be touched. We see people say, she's menstruating, I can't touch her, I can't talk to her. Yeah. Knowing that this is just part of being a woman, it's just part of being us. Like, we didn't do anything. God made us like that, right? Yeah. So guys should be educated about it, basically. And I love the fact that the lady was actually educating her son as well. Yeah, so it just makes you more sensitive, more considerate when you see a woman with that and all that. Makes you a better husband, if you ask me, a better friend, a better father and all that. Yeah.
So, I mean, another reason why it's also important to also educate male children, guys in particular, about things like this is because you make them understand, it gives them some level of emotional intelligence on how to relate with a woman when she's in that menstrual cycle, how to be empathetic. It's because, I mean, I understand now from personal interest and curiosity that this period comes with a lot of how would I put it now? With a lot of emotional imbalance.
When a girl is in a period, you don't want to go there.
Their cravings, their disgust.
What?
There's pain. There's that.
There's full-blown appetite. You want to eat junks and all of that. You just become unstable. You don't want to talk to anybody and all that.
Unstable feeling comes with a lot of emotional imbalance, like I said earlier on. I mean, sometimes they want to be around people. Sometimes they don't want to be around people. Sometimes they don't want to talk to anybody. Sometimes, no matter, they want to just pass aggression. Yeah. So there's this feeling of hope. Like that passive aggression is just at its peak. And if you do not understand this, you would only be reacting to a period of hormonal imbalance. Do you understand? Because I mean, this affects a woman generally in her hormones. Sometimes, I mean, now there's a country I can't remember particularly, but that they're passing a law right now. It's still in discussion in the I think their House of Assembly or something like that, about giving women like menstruation breaks. Okay. I can't remember the country, but it's a country in Europe where it's still in discussion.
Speaking of country, I also know of a country where you have to stay in a particular spot until you're done menstruating. Like, it's that bad. I don't know that country, but I think I heard it one time, where you just sit at a spot as a lady until you're done menstruating. It's so weird. So it's not,
All right, when we get back from the break, we still have more to talk about Tom Over Muscle. This is Fuse and Bartlett.
One Africa Global Foods is here to cater to all your food needs. From your African foodstuffs like Indomie instant noodles, fresh palm oil, beverages like Amstel Malta, Maltina, One African Global Food got you. Sister Precious, it's high time to stop that embarrassment begging people to bring African food for you when you can get it in the city that you find yourself. Go to One Africa Global Foods right now and get all your authentic African local foodstuffs. Whether you are in USA, Canada, Dubai, anywhere, all those foods you want to cook, vegetable soup, you need palm oil to do it, afang, everything. You don't need to let people be muting you on WhatsApp. Sister Precious, no more embarrassment again. Now it's time to order all your African local foodstuffs. They will bring it to you wherever you are, to your doorsteps. You hear me? Go to One Africa Global Foods right now. We're here and happy shopping. Mutane na duk inda kuke One Africa Global Food muna zuwa. Mes amis francophones, je sais que tout le monde va être content parce que maintenant toute la nourriture africaine est là. Fuse Unbuttered.
Welcome back, guys. It's Fuse Unbuttered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. So we've been talking educating the male child on menstruation. So I want to ask AB, I mean, coming from an all-boys family,
Yeah.
AB has 2 brothers.
Yeah, 2
has
elder
3
brothers,
boys.
yeah.
So, I mean, your mother didn't have the opportunity to, educate. Did you have the education based on menstruation? Okay, these are the things you should do. These are things you should know about menstruation. I don't think so. Did you?
Well, the truth about it is my mom didn't actually particularly educate us.
Exactly, because there was no girl.
But some way, eventually, maybe when I was like about 18, 19 thereabout, but I began to understand I began to have some level of education from my mom about menstruation, but not directed. Not like she sat me down to now begin to explain, oh, this is it, this is it, this is it. So, I mean, she would send me sometimes to the supermarket to get a couple of stuffs, especially toiletries, and she would tell me, oh, buy this one, and she would tell me, oh, this one is softer, this one
absorbs
more, this one is good
for high flow, this one is good for heavy flow
and all that. So I mean, it was not a direct form of education, but I mean, I was going out to buy, and I began to ask questions like, oh, why are you not using this? Why are you not using that? And she was like, oh, this one, what's it called? Can't stay on the type of underwear I use. This one is when I'm indoor and I don't need to like move. I'm not doing any movements. I mean, I'm not doing a lot of movements. Do you understand? And it, like I said, it was not direct, but it was some level of indirect education on, oh, okay, these are the kind of things you can buy. So I now know that when I get married, probably I might not directly be able to know sizes and all the details, but I probably would be. It will be easier for me.
You'll be sensitive to
it will be easier for me to handle, the hormonal imbalance. I'll be sensitive to, okay, do I get you this? I know about the cravings because my mom is someone that craves it, and she craves the weirdest thing. My mom can say she wants a ball in this year. So that's because I have some level of indirect, and I want to say this out there, especially to young parents, young mothers, regardless of the fact that you maybe you have like male children all the way, you begin to educate them step by step. I mean, subtle education, maybe not direct at first, all right? Go indirectly, tell them, oh, I'm feeling this way because I'm on my period, all right? I'm having these cravings because of this.
Because they'll start dating at a very early age.
Do you understand? And it helps them to also handle relationship with the other gender.
Yeah, I
guess. Do you understand? Now if I'm at the office or I'm somewhere else and I begin to see some maybe irregular response or reaction or behaviors from a female friend. I'm not even lying. I'll ask her, are you okay? Are you on your period?
What? Are you on your period?
Yeah, because
really? Outrightly like that?
Not immediately. I'll ask, is everything okay? Is
it that time of the month?
I'll ask you, is it that time of the month? Or did someone break your heart? Is it money? Before I now ask. It's not be like, oh, this will be the first thing or the second thing. I would ask about, is everything okay at home? When you ask everything else, like you ask everything else that is it money? Did anybody?
Why don't you guys just know?
Did anybody insult you? Did anybody shout at you? Did anybody yell? Did anybody say something that if you ask all these questions and you see that they're saying no, not that, and there's still some irregular behavior that you're saying, then you got to ask that, oh, is it that time of the month? Because like this way you're acting and reacting towards me is kind of like, not your regular character. So I mean, it helps you understand how to actually communicate, how to relate,
handle situations regarding the issue.
I don't know if it's. I mean, I know there are people now. I know. You see that this is why it's good to educate your friends, even if it's your friend that is a guy. I know there are people that have light flow, heavy flow, and it has.
There are people that have irregular periods. They don't see their period more than say 2 times in a month.
So this is very important for you as females, mothers, sisters, friends that have, male besties to educate them also.
And I also want to add, don't shy away from it, because I feel like it's not just teach. Most times you sit down, you sit a male child down and start talking about this kind of thing. They're like, okay, I don't want to hear. I don't want to talk about it.
You need to make them feel comfortable. You should make it teachable. And don't make them feel like, oh, it's some cringy or dirty kind of thing. It's actually very normal. That's what we are letting you guys know out there. So please, let's hear what you think. All right, hit us up on our social media platforms.
That's right. On Instagram, we are at Fuse Local. On YouTube, at The Fuse. Join the conversation, like, subscribe, share, and let us know what you think about the topic. All right, you can also follow me on all social media platforms at _Madichi.
And you can link up with your main man, AB_AKYNZ on all social media platforms. Again, AB_AKYNZ. Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, LinkedIn, everywhere.
All right, guys, until next time, stay fused.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.